I think it's the best pub, the most beautiful pub I've ever been in my life. It's like a theme park for pubs.
Built in what's called the golden age of pub building between 1898 and 1900, its primary focus was to show off, and I think they managed just that. It's now a Grade 1 listed building, which puts it in the same architectural league as places like Buckingham Palace and the Houses of Parliament. This is the Philharmonic Dining Rooms, also known as the Phil. It represents the absolute peak of the Victorian gym palace. The level of detail from the mosaic floors, the chandeliers, the massive stained windows. This place was designed to be as awe-inspiring as a religious building. And that's why many refer to it as a cathedral amongst pubs. It's full of dark wood, etched glass and heavy plasterwork. The design style is a mix of Art Nouveau and Victorian grandiosity. The location was chosen specifically because it was directly across from the Philharmonic Hall. It was designed to look like a gentleman's club for the wealthy concert goers to have drinks after they've been to a gig. And there's lots of nods to its musical connection, including this stained glass window showing Saint Cecilia, the patron saint of music. There's also rooms named after composers, like this one, named after Brahms, and this absolute cracker of a room, named after Liszt. The phrase Brahms and Liszt also happens to be Cockney rhyming slang for the word pissed. Talking of which, now for the fact most people love the gents' toilets. Sounds a bit odd, but these are genuinely massive tourist attractions. They're made of rose-coloured marble and high-end ceramics from the Victorian era. And because the building is Grade 1 listed, it means these toilets are actually protected by law. Now, beyond the architecture, it's just an incredible pub. They've got a great range of real ales, they've got all the usual lagers and Guinness, but it's also famous for having a Beatles connection. Of course it has, it's in Liverpool. John Lennon once said that not being able to go into the Phil for a drink was one of the worst things about being famous. And Paul McCartney played in this room in front of these windows back in 2018 for his Carpool Karaoke special. But that means that James Corden was also here, and I don't want to talk about him. Whether you come here for the history or just a beer, it's a landmark and one of the few places where you can sit in a genuine Victorian masterpiece without having to pay an entrance fee, just the price of a pint.